Ever found yourself in a standoff over who hangs up first on a call? This seemingly trivial power play is more common than you think, and it speaks volumes about control and balance in relationships. In a world where digital connections often replace face-to-face interactions, these small battles can undermine the harmony we desperately seek. Today, we're diving into the Stoic perspective on control in relationships and how embracing this ancient philosophy can help restore balance and peace. If you're struggling with these subtle power struggles, stay tuned as we explore practical solutions to transform your relationships. It might seem insignificant, but the subconscious battle over who hangs up first can reveal deeper issues of control and power dynamics in a relationship. This simple act can become a symbol of who has the upper hand, who cares less, or who is more dominant. Such struggles stem from a fear of vulnerability and a desire to maintain a sense of control. By always wanting to be the one who decides when the conversation ends, you're exerting a form of power that can lead to resentment and misunderstanding. Recognizing this behavior is the first step. It's crucial to understand that these power plays are not about love or connection, they are about control. When you decipher this, you begin to question why control is more important than compassion, and that's where Stoicism offers profound insights. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot. This philosophy can be a game changer in relationships, especially when it comes to small power struggles. Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of differentiating between what is within our control and what is not. In the context of relationships, you cannot control your partner's actions or thoughts, but you can control your response to them. By letting go of the need to win the trivial battles, you shift your focus towards nurturing the relationship. This doesn't mean you become passive. Rather, you actively choose peace and understanding over conflict. By embracing this mindset, you not only reduce stress but also cultivate a healthier, more balanced partnership. Emotional equanimity, a core concept in Stoicism, is about maintaining stability and calmness in the face of life's challenges. In relationships, this translates to not letting minor disagreements or power struggles disrupt your emotional state. Practicing emotional equanimity involves acknowledging your feelings without being overwhelmed by them. When you feel the urge to control or win a small argument, pause and reflect on the bigger picture. Ask yourself if this momentary victory is worth more than the harmony of your relationship. Developing this ability to step back and assess situations objectively increases your emotional resilience and paves the way for more meaningful connections, free from the baggage of unnecessary power dynamics. In a world that often equates vulnerability with weakness, Stoicism provides a refreshing perspective. Vulnerability is a strength. By showing your true self, you build trust and deepen emotional bonds. Power struggles, such as who hangs up the phone first, are often rooted in a fear of appearing vulnerable or being perceived as caring too much. But imagine the freedom of letting go of this facade. Embrace your vulnerability by expressing your thoughts openly and honestly. When you demonstrate authenticity and a willingness to be seen as you are, you encourage your partner to do the same. This openness creates a space where genuine connection thrives, far beyond the realm of petty control games. At the heart of any healthy relationship lies mutual respect, which is often overshadowed by the need to control. Shifting from a control-based mindset to one of respect involves recognizing your partner's autonomy and valuing their perspective. This doesn't mean you agree on everything, but rather that you honor their opinions and feelings. By fostering a relationship based on mutual respect, you naturally diminish the importance of small power struggles. When both parties feel heard and valued, the need to assert control diminishes. Instead of getting caught up in who hangs up first, focus on the meaningful exchanges that bring you closer together. Through mutual respect, you lay the foundation for a partnership built on equality and understanding, leading to a more fulfilling and harmonious relationship. We often reach for control because deep down, it feels like maintaining order. Hanging up last, for example, might seem like you're holding the reins. But here's the catch. Control is often just an illusion. Stoicism reminds us that while we can control our actions and responses, we can't control how others act or react. The real power lies within ourselves. Instead of focusing on who hangs up first, consider what's really important in your relationship. Is it the perceived power, or is it the genuine connection with your partner? This shift in perspective can be liberating, allowing you to release the anxiety tied to control. Your ego often whispers that to hang up first is to surrender power. It's this part of us that craves validation, recognition, and yes, control. But Stoicism teaches that true strength comes from understanding and managing our ego, not succumbing to its demands. By recognizing the ego's role, you can start to dismantle these small, yet significant power struggles. Approach your conversations with mindfulness and a focus on your shared values. This not only eases tension, but also fosters mutual respect, allowing both of you to act from a place of calm confidence rather than reactive defensiveness. Often we get caught up in the need to be right or to be in control because we fear the unknowns of letting go. But Stoicism encourages us to practice acceptance. Accept that not every phone call needs to end with a power play. Accept that your partner might have different needs and expectations. By embracing this acceptance, you find freedom. You allow space for genuine communication and trust to flourish, free from the constraints of control. Practically, this might mean consciously deciding to let your partner hang up first, knowing your relationship is not defined by such gestures. Empathy can be your greatest ally in navigating control dynamics. When you understand your partner's perspective, you naturally shift from power struggles to collaboration. Stoicism encourages the cultivation of empathy, seeing the world through a lens that is not solely focused on your needs. Start conversations with curiosity rather than assumptions about who should hang up first. Ask questions, seek clarity, and listen genuinely. This creates a shared space where both parties can express themselves freely. Over time, you'll notice that these small acts of empathy can transform your relationship, making it stronger and more resilient. In the grand scheme of things, learning to let go is one of the most profound lessons Stoicism offers. Letting go of who hangs up first is a metaphor for releasing the need to control every aspect of your relationship. Practice this art daily. Notice when you're clinging to control and gently remind yourself of what truly matters, the quality and depth of your connection. Trust that by letting go, you're not losing power but gaining a more meaningful and harmonious partnership. With time, you'll find the peace that comes with knowing that control is not the goal, connection is. In every relationship, there's an underlying need to feel secure and in control. Whether it's deciding who ends a call first or who texts back slower, these little battles often represent larger issues. The truth is, these acts are often more about the illusion of control than actual power. By believing we're in control, we try to shield ourselves from the unpredictability of emotions. But here's the catch. True control is often unattainable. Stoicism teaches us that the only thing we truly control is our response to situations. So rather than focusing on who hangs up first, consider focusing on the quality of the conversation and the connection. Hanging up first might seem like a minor action, but it's often driven by a fear of vulnerability. Ending a call first can feel like maintaining power, ensuring that we're not left waiting or exposed. Yet, vulnerability is an essential part of deep, meaningful relationships. Stoicism encourages embracing vulnerability as a strength rather than a weakness. By accepting that we can't control others' actions or feelings, we open ourselves up to authentic interactions. Remember, it's okay to let go of the need to protect yourself from perceived slights. Instead, relish the honesty and openness that vulnerability can bring. Stoicism invites us to focus on what is within our control, our thoughts, attitudes, and actions. In relationships, this means shifting focus from power struggles to personal growth and understanding. When you find yourself caught in a trivial power game, pause and reflect. Ask yourself if this control matters in the grand scheme of things. Often, the answer is no. By adopting a Stoic mindset, you prioritize inner peace and harmony over fleeting moments of control. Instead of worrying about who ends the call, cherish the connection and the time you've shared with your partner. Power in relationships shouldn't be about dominance, but about balance and mutual respect. By redefining what power means, we can create healthier dynamics. True power comes from understanding and respecting each other's autonomy and feelings. It's about supporting your partner's growth without trying to control them. Stoicism teaches that real strength lies in composure and emotional intelligence. Next time you're on the phone, instead of thinking about hanging up first as an act of power, practice listening and understanding. This shift can enhance trust and respect, which are the true cornerstones of strong relationships. Detachment is a core Stoic principle that can transform how we handle relationship dynamics. It doesn't mean disconnecting from people. Rather, it's about freeing yourself from the need to control outcomes. Imagine ending a call without overthinking, simply because it was time to move on to the next part of your day. Practicing detachment allows us to enjoy relationships without the burden of unnecessary expectations. By letting go of the need to control every aspect, you'll find a new level of freedom and fulfillment. Remember, the essence of a relationship is not measured by superficial power plays, but by the depth of connection and understanding.